This is a Raptor tool which is used to draw flowcharts and check whether the flowchart is correct or not. So in this video I am going to demonstrate how to use loop. So looping is used for iteration. Suppose you want to iterate or repeat a specific part of your program, then we have to use looping. In this example I am going to show you how to do sum of 1 to 10 numbers. So the numbers are fixed 1 and 10, and this program will do sum of 1 to 10 numbers. So first of all we are going to take this loop symbol. Let us save this file with some meaningful name. So I am giving sum of 1 to 10. So here is a loop. Now this is a condition symbol, right? Because when we are using loop, we need to give some condition for terminating the loop. Otherwise that loop will be in the continuation and then it will not end. So then it will be endless loop, infinite loop, and it will hang your machine. So we have to give some condition for stopping that loop. So first of all let me write condition for exiting the loop. So it is also showing that enter loop exit condition. So when we have to stop this loop, when we reach up to number 10. Now that number I am going to assign into some variable x. So I am writing when x is greater than 10, at that time stop this loop. After stopping, what is to be done, that we'll write, but we have to stop when x is greater than 10. So that is my termination condition. Now what if x is greater than 10? When x is greater than 10, at that time we are going to stop the loop and we will display the sum. So before exiting we are supposed to display the output, which we are going to store in some variable. So for that I have taken one output symbol. Now we have to add numbers 1 to 10. So our process will be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 and so on up to 10. But that we are going to do using one variable x. So x is used for giving increment. So initially value of x will be 1, so that we have to set with 1. So I am setting the value of x as 1, and if you want to assign some value to the variable, then we have to use this symbol assignment. So before we start the loop we have to add that symbol, and here I am going to set x with value 1. So we are starting with value 1 and we are going up to 10. Okay, so we'll start with x equal to 1 and we'll go up to 10. But after checking the condition, the x value should be incremented. So how to increment that value, that we'll see. But initially x is equal to 1. Now same way, when we have to add x, then we need some other operator also. So that operator is a sum operator, and this sum is cumulative sum. So always when we are going to add x with sum, we'll add x plus s, and again value of x plus s will be stored into s. So that will give us cumulative sum. So when we have not added anything, at that time sum should be initialized with 0. So that is also assignment, and that's why here I am writing s equal to 0. So I am initializing value s, or let's say sum, with value 0, because initially it should be 0. So we have two initial values of variable x and sum, and that is x equal to 1 and sum is equal to 0. Now we'll start with our flow chart, with our program. So here, before we enter the loop, we are going to add sum and x, and then the answer will be stored into sum again. So let me write this assignment within the loop, because that summation should be repeated 10 times, and that is why we have to write this into loop. So I am writing sum is equal to x plus sum, because we are going to add these two numbers, and whatever is the answer, that will be stored again into sum. And save this. So now our flowchart will start with initializing x with 1, sum is equal to 0, then it will go into the loop, it will add x plus sum and will store the answer into sum. Now what it will do, it will check x is greater than 10 or not. So before it checks x is greater than 10 or not, we have to give increment into x, otherwise x will always be 1, and then this condition will never be true, and then it will be into endless loop. So we need one more assignment to be done, and that is x is equal to x plus 1. So we are giving increment into variable x by 1. So now after sum is equal to x plus sum, it will do x equal to x plus 1, and then it will check the condition. If x is greater than 10, then display the answer. So I am writing sum of 1 to 10 and then variable sum should be displayed. So this will display our answer. If x is not greater than 10, then it will go into the loop again. It will do sum, it will give increment into x, and then it will again check the condition, and then if it is yes, then will display the answer. So basically how it will be executed. So initially x equal to 1, sum equal to 0, it will go into the loop, it will do sum equal to x plus sum. So it will add 1 and 0, and will assign 1 into sum. So now sum is equal to 1. Now it will give increment to x. So now x equal to 2. It will check x greater than 10 or not, but it is not, so it will go into the loop again. Now it will do sum is equal to x, which is 1, and here it will be x equal to 2 and sum is equal to 1, so it will add 2 plus 1 and the sum would be 3. Then it will give increment to x, which will be 3 now. Again will check the condition, but it is false, so it will go into the loop, it will do x plus sum, which is now 3 plus 3 equal to 6, and then will give increment into x, and this will be continued up to x becomes more than 10, and finally it will display the answer of number 1 to 10. So this is how it should be executed. Now let's see whether it is correct or not by executing this. So as you can see, this is going into loop. When x will become 10, it will exit. So see here, it shows sum equal to 55 and x equal to 11. So at that time it has exited the loop, and then it is displaying the output sum of 1 to 10 equal to 55. So this is how we can execute, or we can show looping, iteration, repetition in the flowchart.